If you're considering studying law this year, then in this video I'm going to talk you through some of the qualifications you need as well as the personal attributes. Timestamps will be below if you want to skip to certain parts, but we're starting right now. So if we've not met before, my name's Joshua and this channel is all about helping you with your educational journey, and this series in particular is looking at how to get into university courses. So if it's not just law you're looking at, or have a look around my channel in case I've already done it, and if you like what you see, please consider subscribing. With that all said and done, law really isn't one of those degrees you should pick lightly. It really is a popular, demanding and competitive course. It's going to take a little bit more than just an interest to see you through. You can't just watch the first series on Suits and think that's for me. And this is why I want to start with personal attributes, you know, the parts of your character that sort of make you who you are. And I like to think we all to some degree have these personal attributes I'm going to talk about, but they really need to be top of their game. And if they're not, that's okay, because you should have some years in front of you to improve it. But my first one is communication skills. Communication skills verbally as well as written. You're going to write a lot of essays. You're going to go through a lot of presentations in a law degree. So it's important that you really develop those skills. This is because you're going to have to present arguments logically and clearly to persuade your audience. And you will have a lot of opportunities to do this at GCSE A level, which I will talk about shortly. But my next attribute, it's all about having a thirst for knowledge. You could be a great communicator, but you got to make sure that your resources are accurate. You are factually correct. And this means going out your way to find the right resources to suit your argument, to prove your point. Now, for a lot of students doing other degrees, this can be one of the more boring parts of it, you know, going through textbooks, trying to find quotations, trying to find studies. But if you're going to be studying law, this needs to be something that you like doing. You need to have that thirst for knowledge, because you're going to be doing a lot of it. You also need to be able to work independently. Now, pretty much every degree has this aspect, and even careers going forward, you need to work independently. But because it's so competitive, you know, not as a degree, but law as a career can generally be competitive as well. You need to be able to self-motivate, you know, be determined within yourself to achieve your goals. You know, you can't rely on, you know, other people or tutors to talk you through it, to walk you through everything. You need to be able to look after yourself and go and find what you need to do and do it. And lastly, you need to have dedication. Again, you might be thinking, well, every degree is going to require dedication. Not every degree, I don't think, is as tough or as competitive as law. I don't mean that in a bad way towards any other degrees. Just law in itself is just a different kind of difficulty. And I always think dedication, you know, it stems from your motivation of why you're doing it in the first place. So let's make sure your motivation for doing it is right. But also make sure that, you know, before you start, you know you're going to be dedicated. You're going to be dedicated towards the long nights in the library. You're going to be dedicated to writing those essays week in, week out. Dedicated in spending hours just to find one source to use. I'm not saying all this to put you off, but trying to bring up some of the realities to you to make you think, can I or can I not do that? It's all ultimately up to you to decide, but right now let's get into the qualifications, starting with GCSEs. Now, most universities will accept 5 GCSEs, grade 4 or 5, that's fine. Other universities might want slightly more, but just remember this. It's a competitive course. Assume you're going to be up against people who do have 10, 11 GCSEs, grade 9. Now, please don't think because you haven't got that you shouldn't apply. Just mean you need to be wary of that in your application and make sure you shine in other places. And if you're able to pick your GCSEs, if you're watching this video early enough, then history GCSE is a really good one to pick, because you do the kind of essays, the kind of persuading and using resources, logical arguments that you will find in a law degree. Now, A-levels, don't fall into that trap of thinking I need to do A-level law, because you don't. I mean, it could help, especially because you're going to be dedicating 3 to 4 years of your life into a law degree. So it might be useful just to get a taste of it. But you do want to pick A-levels that support the degree you're going to do. And as I said, it's a lot of communicating verbally and with the written word to sort of persuade your audience. So A-level subjects with an element of essay writing, such as English literature, history, but also subjects like business studies can be useful if you want to go into that side of law. Same with like economics, but politics as well works really hand to hand with law. But you just pick what you think's right for you. Don't worry too much about how it relates to law. If you are picking A-levels that do relate to law, don't be scared to have at least one that's a bit outside, just in case you either change your mind in the future or just because you've got an interest. Do your A-levels, you choose what to do. Now, you don't really need much else other than, you know, the right stuff, the right personal attributes, and some good qualifications. But work experience in an office can help as well. If you're able at an interview to be able to say, I've worked in an office environment, you know, I can sit behind a desk for 8 hours a day, that can really bode well to show to the interviewers for this university that you've got some of the right stuff needed for this course. But don't feel like you have to, that's just a suggestion. If you think of anything else that could help you get a place at a university to study law, then leave them in the comments below. A final thought to leave you with is, I know a law degree sounds like you need to go into law, you need to become a solicitor, you need to become a barrister. That is not true. And that's why I'm doing a video on the top 5 careers you can do with a law degree. It's going to be up here somewhere, so check out that video. Remember to check out the rest of my channel, and if you like this video, I always appreciate a like. Thank you for watching. If you want to catch me on social media, you can here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye bye. Law it's going to... If you need me, you can catch me on social media.